Welcome to CAN, Caribbean Affiliate News. My name is Siobhan Gubin. Here are the stories that we're following today, July 2nd, 2013. From the Caribbean, importer of cocaine from St. Vincent gets lengthy U.S. jail term. Grenada to downgrade diplomatic office in New York. Port of Spain deputy mayor says the city is under siege. Turks and Caicos attorney charged with money laundering. Details on these headlines and more when we return.
I can't believe your mom let you take your car out. This is awesome.
It's time to grow up.
You're crazy.
Little while
Go faster. Stop.
it'll all be alright.
I raised my son to be careful,
Hey, sweetie. Hey, Mom.
but just to be safe,
So don't you worry.
I got a Subaru.
Love. It's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
Coleman Subaru, 1710 North Alden Avenue, Ewing, New Jersey, or colemansubaru.com.
Welcome back to CAN, Caribbean Affiliate News. My name is Siobhan Gubin. This segment of the news is sponsored by Emerald Travel. The United States Immigration and Customs Enforcement says that a Baltimore, Maryland man has been sentenced to 15 and a half years in jail for conspiracy to import cocaine from St. Vincent and the Grenadines and distribute it in Maryland. After an investigation by the ICE's Homeland Security Investigations, U.S. Customs and Border Protection, and the Metropolitan Area Drug Task Force, ICE said Lorenzo Solomon, 28, was sentenced by U.S. District Judge Roger Titus to 188 months in prison, followed by 4 years of supervised release. ICE said co-conspirator Rodney George, 27, pleaded guilty to participation in the drug conspiracy and was sentenced to a year and a day in prison. The immigration agency said Titus enhanced the Solomon sentence on finding that he was a leader of the conspiracy and that he obstructed justice by attempting to intimidate witnesses to prevent them from testifying against him at the trial. ICE said between April and December 2010, Solomon arranged with co-conspirators in St. Vincent to send him packages containing up to a kilogram of cocaine hidden in the soles of flip-flops. Once Solomon retrieved the packages, he would remove the cocaine and sell it to others in Maryland, who would then distribute it, it said in a statement. The Grenada government has closed the doors of its consular office in New York as it seeks to conform to international regulations regarding the appointment of a consular general. Foreign Affairs Minister Nicholas Steele said the office is being downgraded to an honorary consular office following the appointment of Derek James to the post of honorary consul. He said James is a U.S. citizen and according to international relations regulations, the citizen of a country cannot represent another country in the post of consul general. And I quote, "Yes, the office will be closed, but it will be reopened for the honorary consul general to continue to serve the Grenadian public there," Steele said, adding, "It's a formality because the office is no longer operating at the same level, so we have to close and reopen." Grenada opened the consulate office after it gained independence from Britain in 1974, and this is the first time a non-Grenadian national is being appointed to the post. James was originally proposed by the former Tillman Thomas administration, but he was not accepted by the United States because of his citizenship. But he continued using the title until Washington officially wrote to the Grenada government, reminding them that the last appointed consul general was Alan McGuire, whose services ended in 2008. Steele said that James is well loved by the people in New York, and despite the fact that he cannot be named as a consul general, the President Keith Mitchell administration has decided to work with him. Grenada's embassy to the United States is based in Washington and is headed by Ambassador Dr. Angus Friday. Port of Spain Deputy Mayor Caron Valentine said the city is under siege, and the Deputy Mayor made a public appeal yesterday morning. And I quote, "We are calling on the Minister of National Security, please get on top of his job and help the capital city." The Deputy Mayor of the Port of Spain City Corporation yesterday morning said business owners in the city cannot function because of threats from warring factions. However, while Valentine could not identify any specific business owners, he noted, "I have not seen any and have not heard of any, but the threat is there and it's real." Valentine, speaking on the CNC3 morning show, said, and I quote, "We have had a situation where even our employees have been shot dead at work sites." The Deputy Mayor put the blames squarely on the government. He noted, "From time and time again, we call on Minister of Local Government to come forward and release our unspent balance. We have so many projects outstanding to be completed for the betterment of our Burgesses in the city, and that's not happening." Sunday, a man identified as Roberto Khan was shot dead along George Street, Port of Spain around 1 a.m. His murder was the second over a 3-day period in the capital. Meanwhile, police are following an investigation into the shooting death of Upper George Street resident Tricia Harriet early Thursday morning. Following the shooting death of Harriet, several George Street residents promised to take revenge against the suspect. Police officers of the Port of Spain Divisional Task Force swung into action and were able to arrest 9 men who they believe may have been arming themselves for a revenge attack. These arrests, however, did not bode well with several residents who turned around and began attacking the police and even some media personnel. In the Turks and Caicos Islands, local attorney Norman Saunders Jr., 44, appeared in the magistrate court in the Turks and Caicos Islands on Wednesday, charged with 3 counts of money laundering. The matter was sent to the Supreme Court for a sufficiency hearing on the 2nd of August. Saunders was released on $300,000 bail. In a subsequent press statement, Saunders said, and I quote, "I am shocked at the SIPT's, the Special Investigation and Prosecution Team, decision to charge me. I have not committed the offenses for which they have accused me. Their charges are unfair and I will strongly contest them." He says, "I am grateful for the messages of support that I have already received from friends, clients, and professional colleagues. My hope now is that a trial with a jury of my peers can soon proceed so that I can put this matter behind me and my family and so that we can return to a normal life." He says, "I do not intend to make further statements." You are watching Caribbean Affiliate News. We will be right back.
5 million customers use Leica Mobile for affordable international mobile calls, connecting over 2.5 million mobile calls daily, helping our customers stay in touch with their loved ones, whether they be in Asia, Africa, Europe, or the rest of the world. Every 5 seconds, a new Leica Mobile customer joins our growing family, helping you to make affordable international calls across the world. Leica Mobile. Call the world for less.
Stop the music! It's week 2 of our used car blowout month, and this week it's guaranteed credit approval. If we can't show you how to get approved, that car is on us. Log on now. GrecoAuto.com.
Since we announced Sign and Drive with 0 out of pocket and low monthly payments, cars been flying out of Bronx Honda at a record pace. Whoa! New Accord with 0 out of pocket for $249 a month, or new Civics just $199 per month, or save thousands with 0% financing. You never had to leave the Bronx to get the best price on the Honda. Bronx Honda guarantees the lowest price in the Bronx. Bronx Honda, East Tremont Avenue. Visit BronxHonda.com.
I can't believe your mom let you take your car out. This is awesome.
It's time to grow up.
You're crazy.
Little wildflower.
Go faster. Stop.
It'll all be alright.
I raised my son to be careful,
Hey, sweetie.
Hey, Mom.
but just to be safe,
So don't you worry.
I got a Subaru.
Love. It's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
Coleman Subaru, 1710 North Alden Avenue, Ewing, New Jersey, or ColemanSubaru.com.
Welcome back to Cannes. This segment is sponsored by Claire. In Guyana, police said they have arrested a taxi driver in connection with the $1 million robbery at the Woodlands Hospital on Monday morning. Investigators said that accounts clerk, a 47-year-old Sati Prasad, was conveying a bag with 1.1 million Guyana dollars to the hospital's accounts office when she was held up by a man armed with a firearm who took away the cash and her cell phone and escaped. And I quote, "A taxi driver has been arrested and is in police custody assisting with the investigations," Guyana Police Force spokesman Yves Whitaker said in a statement. The robbery occurred shortly before 9 a.m. inside the building near a stairway. The island of Dominica will be hosting the 9th Summit of Heads of State and Government of the Petro-Caribe Alliance. The decision to convene the summit in Dominica was made at the conclusion of the 9th Petro-Caribe Summit in Managua this weekend. Dominica is one of the 18 Petro-Caribe member states excluding Venezuela. Petro-Caribe did not announce the exact location of the meeting. Anguilla and the Caribbean Development Bank recently held talks at the latter's headquarters in Barbados. Anguilla Chief Minister Hubert Hughes made a courtesy call to the CDB President Dr. Warren Smith to hold talks on issues including Anguilla's financial sector and the requirements for the access to the European Investment Bank's Climate Action Line of Credit. Hughes also met separately with officials including Dr. Carla Barnett, Vice President, Director in the Projects Department, Tessa Williams Robertson, and Dr. Justin Ram, Director in the Economics Department. In a statement, the CDB said the two sides identified possible areas where the CDB may offer medium-term assistance to the government of Anguilla. In Jamaica, the first ever Air Canada Rouge flight touched down at Kingston's Norman Manley International Airport on Monday. Air Canada Rouge, Air Canada's new leisure carrier, is operating daily service to Kingston from Toronto from Monday to Friday. In November, Rouge will be launching service to Montego Bay on its Boeing 767-300ER equipment, according to Michael Frisdal, President and CEO of Air Canada Leisure. And I quote, "With today's arrival of inaugural Rouge flight, we expect an increase in visitors from Canada to continue for many years to come," said Tourism Minister Wykeham McNeil. "The ties between Toronto and Kingston are many and varied, and we congratulate Air Canada Rouge for not only recognizing that, but strengthening that." McNeil said he hoped the arrival of the new service would broaden tourist offerings in the country, where places like Negril and Montego Bay are well known to Canadian visitors, but others like Port Antonio and Kingston are largely unknown. And I quote, "We see the arrival of Rouge in Kingston as an opportunity to introduce more Canadians to the unique and often unexplored pleasures of our capital city and Port Antonio, Jamaica's most eco-friendly town," he said. Plus, the expansion and improvements to the Norman Manley International Airport will contribute substantially to this goal. The Rouge service is part of an expansion in Jamaica for Air Canada. Cuba and the Dominican Republic will also be among Rouge's new destinations. You are watching Caribbean Affiliate News. Stay tuned.
Million customers use Leica Mobile for affordable international mobile calls, connecting over 2.5 million mobile calls daily, helping our customers stay in touch with their loved ones, whether they be in Asia, Africa, Europe, or the rest of the world. Every 5 seconds, a new Leica Mobile customer joins our growing family, helping you to make affordable international calls across the world. Leica Mobile. Call the world for less.
Stop the music! It's week 2 of our used car blowout month, and this week it's guaranteed credit approval. If we can't show you how to get approved, that car is on us. Log on now, GrecoAuto.com.